Every elected leaders and community leaders you can name in Tarrant County and in Southeast Tarrant County were not supportive of me. They didn't know me. I didn't have any money, and frankly, no Asian American has ever been elected to anything. My experience in Vietnam really helped me relate to people who are, I guess, disadvantaged, because I've been there. It helped me to work harder and to cater and serve to everybody, to listen attentively to those who are more experienced, and also to listen passionately to those who are in dire needs of assistance.
He's the real thing. He learns how to build consensus and collaborate with people from all walks of life. And he'll talk to the person who's president of the United States the way he would a person who was without a home that's living off the streets.
Because I lost freedom, and I was able to regain it. So I talk about freedom, I guess, in ways that most people in America don't understand. When the communists came, we lost everything. So all I could remember in my mind was on April 30th, 1975, going forward, life was hell. They took away our house, they took away our land. My father was in prison, and my mother was also in prison. So essentially, we lost everything. When I escaped with my father and 4 other siblings, we made it to Pulau Bidong refugee camp in Malaysia. Basically, we slept on beds built out of tree branches. There were times that we did not have adequate supply. Once we received notice from the United States government that we would be accepted into America, we knew that we can leave all the pain and suffering behind us. Leaving Vietnam, I could see my hometown basically fading away in the dark of the night. And I remember telling myself that one day I would come back. Eventually, I'll make it somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but eventually I'll make it, because this is America.
Yeah, we enjoy life, we enjoy liberty, we enjoy pursuit of happiness, we enjoy everything over here.
I've done everything, from washing dishes, to fishing, to chopping down wood, to being a military man, to running a company, to community leadership. I have done it all. I always have a heart for public service. Sometimes my wife would complain that I spend more time in the community doing volunteer work than I do at my business. I could offer something different.
A friend told me, you have got to meet this person. He's phenomenal, and I was working with different candidates during the election.
A friend of mine was challenging me to run for public office.
He's an amazing guy, he really is. He says what he does and does what he says, which is rare enough in this political arena.
The job description fits my passion and it fits my talents. We made a run at it, we were successful. And 3 years later, here I am. So a commissioner's court is kind of like a city council. Collectively, we manage the budget, we manage the policy. Each commissioner is responsible for the operation within the precinct. So I have, for example, a road maintenance crew, and I'm responsible for providing oversight and manage that team. The city and we have been having conversations. We feel like redeveloping East Arlington based on the existing assets, or cultural assets, will create a very unique hub of international and cultural businesses.
With transportation, as I said, comes additional economic development. We work with different businesses in different areas to give them incentive to grow.
Mediville connects folks in this neighborhood and Mansfield Cardinal with Business 287, which is a very important arterial in Canada. One of my focuses right now is to get funding for State Highway 360 South, from Camp Wisdom and Sublette all the way to 287. If I could make it cross the Pacific Ocean, learn a new language, build a new career, then I can conquer the magnitude of this county commissioner's job. People look up to me as a leader, and to me, that is a huge responsibility that I don't take lightly. Of course, as a county commissioner, I have to represent everybody in Tarrant County, but because I'm the first and only Asian American to be elected, Asian American and Vietnamese American citizens have higher expectations for me.
He's standing on the shoulders of all the generations before him. He really has an incredible amount of energy and the ability to look at the situations and see what really needs to get done.
He gained the respect from not only the Vietnamese American, but also the American people, the American community.
Very proud of him, proud of what he done. So we hope that he continue to receive support from not just the Vietnamese community, but other people also.
But I think the Vietnamese community, as well as the Asian American community in Tarrant County, can play a huge role.
I really do hope that we will get more involved, go into the mainstream where we're going to have more people running for offices. Political empowerment is very important.
So I think as a county commissioner, I can bring a fresh perspective and experience to the Vietnamese and Asian American community to kind of open up doors and allow people who want to pursue the same thing that I'm pursuing. I think I can help set those individuals on a quicker path.
I have seen the passion in him and really the heart that he really wants to push our community out there and really help. That was part of the reason why I stay and continue to want to work with him.
I have met many young people who are extremely talented and extremely passionate in the future of the community. So those people, those young people, gave me hope. I want to make sure that future generation understand why we are here in America. The Vietnamese dream, if you will, of eventually bringing freedom and democracy and economic prosperity and justice to our homeland as well.
Don't ever forget what the communists did to your homeland. Yeah, you live here, you are Americanized, but you still are Vietnamese.
A lot of kids growing up nowadays don't really understand about the background or don't know anything about it.
I have 3 kids, 1 wife, 3 kids. I try every which way I can to instill in them a sense of identity. They have in them the blood of both Vietnam and the United States, and they should live their lives to the best of the expectation of both sides. I tell them that they need to learn and speak Vietnamese fluently, and then they also need to be able to communicate in English just like everybody else.
Because he had to escape from Vietnam, because he had the trials and tribulations of coming to the United States, which is an incredible culture shock, and having to assimilate without losing himself, which is always hard to do, it's made him a stronger person.
There were a bunch of voices in my head telling me that I shouldn't even try. So for me, the hardest is to be able to overcome my own self-doubts.
He can do so much, not just for the county, but just for what you envision a political figure should be.
I feel rather comfortable with the job right now. So my goal is to work collaboratively with other elected leaders within Tarrant County government. I just want to focus on this county commissioner's job and to make sure that Tarrant County is the best in the nation and to make sure that Southeast Tarrant County is prosperous in the next decade or so.